What's going on, guys? JonathanXBlack here recording, and today I bring you another Soul Calibur video. So this time I wanted to talk specifically for Soul Calibur, and I'm going to tell you basically a review, kinda, but my opinion on why is the best for me, because most people will disagree. Yeah, gameplay-wise, it's not as big as other Soul Calibur franchises have come, but it has a lot of content, a ton of content, which I'm gonna get to them right now. Which I'm gonna get into this video, and it's gonna be about that, talking about what it has, why do I like these things, and why do I enjoy Soul Calibur 3 in general. So let's get right to it. Now, the first thing we get is the intro. That intro is a blast. It's like one of the best intros of Soul Calibur, and you cannot deny it. You cannot deny it. It's the best, and I mean the best intro I've ever seen in Soul Calibur. It beats everything by far. The soundtrack, also, Hour of Destiny. I hear it every time at work. It's just a blast. I think I'm saying a lot, blast. Anyways, so right out the gate, we start off with an amazing look for the font for the title. This is Soul Calibur 3 with Nightmare on it. Beautiful to start, and you come in and you have these separate sections. You have story mode. You have, this is for the single player. You have story mode, which is Tales of Souls. You'll have quick play mission, which is basically the whole arcade from stage 1 to the final boss. Defeat the game, get some gold, the legend will never die. And there's the mission mode, which the mission mode I didn't get a lot to it, I'll be honest, but I played a lot, but I didn't get like full completion for it, because oh boy, mission mode is hard. If you're looking for a challenge, I suggest you go for it. Other modes that you will get is league mode and tournament mode. You can actually participate in a tournament, feel like you're being part of the action, people are cheering for you, there's a bracket and all that stuff, and then you'll compete against AI, thinking it's like other players online. If PlayStation 2 had an online feature, it would be so cool. So cool. It did, but not for Soul Calibur. So yeah, it brought you mission mode, tournament, league, and it also brings you museum, characters creation, Chronicles of the Sword, which is by far the best mode, side story mode, whatever you call it. And also Calibur franchise for me. The story, I don't know how. I think it's not true in general public. It's not the best story for the side events, I think. But with all the cutscenes, with all the characters that you had, I got engaged to those characters. You know, I really got engaged to my creative character and the ones that you get throughout the missions. Now, the way the Chronicles of the Sword was implemented, you'll get this huge open area with a bunch of castles with levels on it. The more higher the level, the harder they are to destroy. In some of those towers, there will be characters to fight on. You'll have to go, destroy those towers, defeat the enemy, and claim the tower for yourself. And then you have to reach through a path that you chose. You can either take all the towers, but you can actually go for a quick move and just go straight through one to the easiest route you can do. You gotta strategize your plan, and with all your characters, just move each one of them to the end of the castle, to their main stronghold, and you defeat the main stronghold, and then you fight all the characters inside the main stronghold. And if you do, you take over the stronghold and mission complete. And the point is basically destroying the evil side, which, man, I tell you, it's really cool. The plot twist that ends up being, and everything is just really cool, awesome story. All this, I don't want to get too much into details when it comes to the story because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really cool. It's really cool. What I do like about the Chronicles of the Sword, is that you can fight certain original Soul Calibur characters, and they're like in level 60. They don't move at all. They just stay there and don't move at all. Not even if you're destroying the main stronghold, they just stay there because it's basically just like a special challenge. Like if you want to go through that, like you're gonna say like I'm strong enough to defeat these guys, I can do it. Then you can actually fight them, but they're really hard. And by hard I mean it's a strong. You can call it a very hard difficulty setting, but the problem is that in Chronicles of the Sword, depending on what you have on damage and all this stuff, it will take much more health. So they will have extremely high damage. So if they hit you once, it will take half of your health, depending on your resistance. If you're that's why I'd say if you're prepared to fight them, if you have enough health, if you have enough damage to take them before, you can strategize which course you want to take. Do you want to take the offensive side, the defensive side, the hybrid side, and then challenge the level 60 characters, which basically all are the they basically are the original characters from the game. Like you will see Cervantes, you will see Ivy, you will see Afteroth in like in the corner of the map or inside a tower, and you can just go there if you want to. You know, it's really cool. I have tried and defeated all of them. I didn't defeat all of them, but I do defeat it once, and I kind of cheated. But come on, I mean, I just wanted the experience, because that's the thing. If you do defeat them, you'll get a lot of XP for your character. You can level up the character, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so basically that's the whole game. It's just check where do you want to go through, which path do you want to go through, and which you'll think is the easiest, or which you'll think that is the hardest, but it will be worth it because I'll get more experience, blah blah blah. And then you have to reach from this point to this point to basically defeat the boss and continue on to the next chronicle. I don't know how many chronicles there are. I always get confused about that. I think there are like more than I think there are more than 10 chronicles. So you're gonna have a lot of gameplay hours put into the Chronicles of the Sword, and it's just a side story, and it's really cool. Tales of Souls. Now, I don't know why have they done. I know maybe it could be. There's reason for it. I don't wonder why, but I wish it would return. The Tales of Souls on Soul Calibur 3, which by far was the best story mode I ever played in Soul Calibur. I'm sorry guys, but it's true. Come on, like there was cutscenes. There was no picture-in-picture dialogue with each other, which I don't mind. I kind of like those now. But there was this huge map and a huge description that you had to read, and then you read it if you want to, and then you can skip you can skip the whole dialogue if you want. And then you reach to a point, and some levels you will meet a character, and you have to go and face them. Now in this cutscene, what's cool about Soul Calibur 3 in cutscenes is that they use what is called command movement. I forgot the name. Is something's coming right at you, and you have to press right K or G or tap G a bunch of smash it or hold it, to meet the requirements to the cutscene not hurting you. And if you fail, you either lose health or get a penalty. And if you win, you'll stay how you are, like you maintain health or anything. You won't get defeated, or he will get the weakness side. It all depends. And then on the ending side, before I get to the ending, when you go through the courses of Tales of Souls, you decide what to do sometimes. Do you follow this, or do you follow this? Some characters might be like, do you want to follow Soulish, or do you want to follow Soul Calibur? And in time, you will reach to a point where you gotta meet, you gotta fill up a bunch of cutscenes if you want to collect them all, which I always wanted to do, but don't have that completionist side in me, I do love the game, but not to a point where I gotta follow every cutscene in Tales of Souls. And I do pass the Tales of Souls with a bunch of characters because I wanted to unlock Abyss, and I had to do so many battles, Alright, well, in Tales of Souls, you go through cutscenes, and depending on what you choose, this cutscene will not appear. It will appear this cutscene because you choose this side. So it's back and forward, choosing what you want to go through the story, and you can repeat it again if you didn't like this side and you want to choose this side. What happens if I do this? I'll finish the story, play it again, and go through this path to see what happens. Eventually, you'll end up at the same place at the ending, but here's the thing: the endings have, most of the time, they have two type of endings. Spoiler alert, for I'm gonna spoil the ending for Nightmare. Me saying it does not take out the joy. Trust me on that. You can just see it on YouTube if you don't have the game or you don't have the console to play it. And I do like the ending Nightmare, for example, which he was trying to hold some. I don't know. He was trying to ambush place. I don't really read the story to that ending because I was a little kid. I just wanted to play, and he just trying to hold a grudge. And if you hold and if you smash the buttons really tight, like just smashes like the buttons, the command that says that you have to press. I think he holds it, and if you don't, he doesn't hold it. I don't know if it's right. Whatever the case, whichever one of the paths will lead on being Nightmare, fully powered with fire, killing the king or whatever. He was trying to ambush the place, killing the guards and stuff, and then he just looks at the camera like, I'm super powerful, whatever, and then it just ends right there. The other ending will transform, instead of being him fully powered, soul charged, it will transform into Night Terror. And if you wanted that ending, you have to do a specific thing. So, basically, the point that I'm getting at in Soul Calibur 3, man, this is really noisy. To the point where I'm reaching is that Soul Calibur 3 had multiple choice ending, and it was really cool. It was really cool. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed those endings, and just if I fail, I'll unlock it in the museum, in the event viewer, and then you can actually go and watch the cutscene again, and you don't have to go through the story again to see what happens in that cutscene. And yeah, one of the things I wanted to mention, a fun fact, not fun fact, like something that happened when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, sorry, too fast there. I was trying to beat, I think it was John Selmina ending, and I beat it, or I think it was John Song, and they have to train. And if you fail one time in all the commands, the training is over, and you fail. I think it was John Song ending. And then I practiced to remember the command list and do it at the exact time that you have to do it, or else you will fail, just to see the other ending. So if you unlock the ending, you don't have to go through it all. You can just go to the museum and watch it again. But yeah, that's what I like about Tales of Souls. The story mode of Soul Calibur 3 has like multiple endings, multiple choices you can go through. They should bring that back. Just, let it be Soul Calibur 7, because they're not gonna do it here. I'm sure of it. Well, yeah, tournament mode, mission mode. I already talked about mission mode. You get a lot of missions, like bounce this guy through the wall a bunch of times, collect an exact amount of gold. The more gold you collect, the higher the reward will be, as in like an award. Like if you get like platinum or gold or silver or bronze, you know, that type of thing, depending on how you do. Defeat all these enemies before time runs out. Defeat this enemy before and don't die. Defeat Colossus, statue, turbo mode, you know, you name it, a bunch of things. The floor is ice, it's slippery. Bunch of challenges you got to go through, and it's really fun. And you unlock certain things if you complete them. If I don't recall, I think you unlock, like, I don't know, weapons or costumes or stuff for the shops, so that you can go and buy it. And also with the Chronicles of the Sword 2 as well, you will unlock content, and story mode as well, you'll unlock content. Most in Chronicles of the Sword, and mission mode you'll unlock more, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, so let's go to tournament mode. Tournament mode has a bracket that you have to go through, and you fight against these AIs, and you will see that this AI loses to this AI, and how you fight him, and you gotta reach the top. The more tournaments you complete, I think you can compete for the like full tournament mode. I don't think I ever did that. I tried. It says win 12 consecutive tournaments. I don't know what that was actually, but yeah. League mode, which is kind of the same, it's just a little bit bigger, and you tend to do more fights. Back then I was not, and I still am not, fully, I don't know too much about competition, brackets and all that stuff. I'm actually learning right now, because I'm recently competing in Soul Calibur tournaments. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Even if I don't know it, I still play it. Oops, sorry, my mic. Even if I don't know it, I still play for it. And yeah, the character creation also started here. The character creation had a bunch of uh, cool items to put on that I really wish they come back. Like there's some cool costumes, cool sets that should have gone here without any ran out of ideas or anything like that. They should put it here. You know, like I had this death looking guy with Sasalamels, and it has a hoodie, but the face is all bright. There's no face at all, and that's one of the best sets that I got for my whole hitting the mic for my whole content. And yeah, character creation, can't say it's better. It's just its own different thing. It had its pros and cons, just like in every Soul Calibur creation mode. But they bring you a lot of cool stuff. And one of the things that I wish it would come back, and I think it is a good idea, was the original weapons for the character creation. Instead of using the original characters, you get a specific weapon that you can choose from a huge list of weapons, so that you can actually use and put it on your character. There was a bunch of them. Barbarian, which is a similar weapon to Siegfried, but the stances are different. Moveset is different. The lance, which is like a lance weapon. The thief weapon, which is a dagger and a bomb. The pirate weapon, which is basically Huang weapon style, but it was like taken out of him. Which he also appears in Soul Calibur, by the way. I forgot to mention before I continue with the sets that Soul Calibur brings you not just character creation, but bonus character, which are characters that have appeared in past Soul Caliburs, that have appeared in the Chronicles of the Sword event, that you face them in like bosses or something like that, and they bring it to you as a bonus. But the thing is that they use the character creation to create those models. There's Amy, for example. Amy appears in Soul Calibur 3, but he uses the pirate style, the rapier, which is basically basically like Amy's fighting style right now. That was the pirate job. That was the pirate weapon in Soul Calibur 3 for character creation, if you wanted to put your character as a pirate style. And also with the wand as well. I think it was one. It was like a weapon too. In character creation mode, you created characters, and those characters that you created have a level of the job. If you level up your job, you'll get more weapons for your character to use. It will mix up with other jobs. Like the pirate might get a ninja style weapon, and then at the end you'll get two weapons from original characters. The pirate being Ivy, and then lastly Cervantes. If you wanted to use Cervantes weapon style, you have to work for it, which was really cool, like really engaging for a guy who wanted to use Cervantes weapon. You can use that. You can use original characters' weapons in Soul Calibur 3 for the character creations. But first, you had to play through their first weapons of pirate, and then keep doing them as you level up, and then finally reaching at that point to using the original characters' weapons. So on the bonus characters, they will put on the, I think it was on bonus characters they put a bunch of them, but one of you can recognize was Huang, was Amy, and I think there was one more. Oh yeah, the Leylon is what it's called. The before Maxi. Yeah, that one was there too, which actually was the monk weapon style for a monk character creation. It was just 2 nunchucks instead of 1. It was a really cool weapon style. I really enjoyed that one. I liked it more than Maxi, but it's heavier. I feel it's heavier for me. I don't know, but I enjoyed it. It was much more easier to use. But yeah, like character creation had a bunch of things. Like what else did I miss? There's a museum, like typical. There's always a museum in Soul Calibur. A good training, like really good training mode that will get you through all the moves. It's not just do it. Here's the move list. Do it. No, it actually got you to remove and why it matters and all that stuff. And characters that appear here. Oh, forgot to mention that. I'm sorry if I didn't explain myself fully. I suck at that. Guys, if you follow my channel, I'll stay talking and I don't know when to stop. Sometimes I accidentally will say suck this, and I'm trying to focus here on, so I'm sorry. I apologize for that for newcomers, but it's okay. I'm still smiling. Can you tell? Anyways, all right, back to like one more before my video basically ends. One more thing that I talk about is the characters, the new characters that came on here. For me, it was a great selection. Newcomers being Kira, and another newcomer being Setsuka, Zasalamel, and Abyss, which is him but transformed, and Okadan, which kind of missed though. He was really cool looking. I mean, he's another random character like Combat or Mokujin, but what I like about him, this has this huge owl mask or owl face. I don't know. I think it was his face, or by a magic or something. I don't know this. I don't know much about Okadan, but it was really fun to use that character just because of the looks, you know. And it was an Edge Master, which is just like a randomized weapon. Each round it will change the style of one of the original characters from Soul Calibur. It was fun to use. And Lizardman got a change of weapon. Lizardman, instead of sword and shield, got the axe and shield. And then later in Soul Calibur 5, he changes to both axes. But yeah, like Lizardman was really cool looking here. That one of the things I like to mention, Soul Calibur 3 had an amazing set of costumes, basically, like their skins or stuff like that. Let's call it skin. They have like Nightmare skin, was really cool looking. The second one with the helmet and no shirt, like the spikes on the helmet in the back. Astaroth has this hammer helmet or something like that. He put like a mask and it's like a hammer right here in his like front face, and it was really cool looking. Bunch of characters, really cool stuff there. I really liked it. What else can I say about Soul Calibur 3? I mean, I just had a blast and never stopped playing. Even though the fighting style is not the best, I can agree on that, yeah. It didn't affect me as much, maybe because I was little, but sometimes I still play it, and it's okay. I mean, I can play it, it's not broken. You know, like, it's not broken to a point that I cannot play the game or enjoy the game, you know. But yeah, Soul Calibur 3 by far is the best Soul Calibur ever. And I don't know, like, I just cannot say otherwise. So far, Soul Calibur 3 still by far is the best. So much content that I like really enjoy. Maybe it's because I'm a single player. I'm not sure. But hey, I don't know. Well, that's all I gotta say. I completely apologize if you guys couldn't understand me or something like that. I sometimes talk a lot, and sometimes I change subject to a point where yeah, kind of lose track of what I'm saying. But hey, if you like hearing me, you know, here I am. You know, let's get a soda from your kitchen and open it up, drink it up, get a beer if you want, any drink you want, any food, any snack. You just listen to me talk, and you can just comment down below if you think otherwise, or if you agree with me, or if you like my mask, which I get that one a lot. Thank you. I really enjoy it too. Kind of creepy, but at the same time looks really badass. And yeah, I mean, sorry that I haven't continued on with some live streams. I will continue them, I promise you that. I'm just trying to get a new feel to waiting for new equipment to come and all that stuff. Like right now I just got this new mic, which is thumbs up for me. I really enjoyed it, even though the sound is kind of a little bit too far from me. I prefer using the headset, but the quality of it, I think it feels more professional to it. But yeah, I mean, what else can I say? Like, guys, Soul Calibur 3, you all know it, is favorite Soul Calibur ever, and nobody can change my mind, no matter what you say. Even if it sucks, even if it generally sucks and I don't see it, I don't care. I still enjoyed it. The stories were good. The chronicles of the story events was really satisfying, really good. I couldn't stop playing. You know, I thought I was gonna reach the end. My voice cracked. I thought I was gonna reach the end of Soul Calibur Chronicles of the Sword, and no, another Chronicle. Behold, and I'm like, oh my god, when is this gonna end? Because I didn't want to spoil myself, you know, on the internet to find like which is the last Chronicle. No. I wanna even if every time that I like replay it, I forget how many Chronicles they are they have in Chronicles of the Sword. So I just wanna not spoil myself and just have fun and guess which is the ending. To this point, I kind of know. I remember the last Chronicles of the Sword event, which is inside of Stripes. What is it called? He's called Stripe, right? Stripe's mansion. He has the Soul Edge, and we got Stomping and all that stuff. But yeah, a bunch of things in Soul Calibur. Multiplayer has a bunch of things too, and it has an extra multiplayer mission where there's some extra stages that basically are the same but with some traps in it, some hazards. If you want to have like a little bit more challenge, there's the slippery floors, there's some earthquake maps. 3, 2, 1. If you don't jump after the one, you'll get stunned. And it was kind of fun, like messing around with my friends, not telling them that this is what's gonna happen. And my cousin was like, "No, you know, you didn't tell me." And I was like, "I'm not telling." But yeah, that's my opinion on Soul Calibur 3. That's what I think is the best. So much content. Even if you don't like it, I suggest you give it a shot. You know, I could give this a 9 out of 10. Not because I if it was me, I would give it a 10. But I understand there's some things in it when when it comes to the gameplay mechanics that kind of like falls down a little bit, but not to a point that bothers me. Like, honestly, I still can play. I can still do combos. I can still do check my move list and know what this characters do and all. You know, I still have fun. So yeah, like it's not the best feel to gameplay, but all in all, Soul Calibur 3 is the best. Original recipe. Sorry, Dashi. I know that's your. I know that's your thing, but I just want to do it because I'm a fan. Shout out to Dashi. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about Soul Calibur 3. I'm gonna stop now. I'm talking about like I was supposed to stop like 5 or 6 minutes ago. But yeah, like if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification button. It will help me out a lot, man. I need to grow. And I will thank you for subscribing if you're new. Like this video if you like hearing me babble about Soul Calibur. If you want more content, just let me know. Dislike if you dislike it as well. Share the content if you want to. Share it with your friends. Check out this weird dude talking nonsense about Soul Calibur that I cannot understand. But he has an amazing mask. Just check it out, man. I'm like, oh, the video is like 28 minutes long. It's like, forget about him. He's cool. Let's have a chat, you know. But yeah, I'll share the video, like and share, subscribe if you're new. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to JonathanXBlack. More content coming soon. And yeah, see you all on the next one.